Anything to make downtown look nicer, I'm all
Yeah.
for that.
So,
Like, even if it's a lot of wood.
we shouldn't.
Do we come first before the other meeting?
Oh, that.
Oh, we can ask if they would mind.
I mean, that's it for that. Is your dad coming?
Yeah, he should be here anytime.
I wasn't thinking about that when I asked, trying to make the agenda. Last time when he comes back in. I'll try not to forget them this time.
For Liberty, am I calling anybody on that one?
Yes.
That's Justin.
Oh, that's the
Hey,
judge tonight, okay.
Todd, just a quick question. I wasn't thinking when I had it, should I make the agenda to put Callie. Callie. I'm sorry, I keep calling you the wrong name. I promise I'll get it right.
He won't. I'll be here
I'll
tomorrow.
try. Callie, can we just bump her up and so that she can make her thing and then?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Thank you, Calla Lily.
Okay. Is that okay with you guys if we just?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. No.
We want her to suffer for
You
45
don't have to
minutes.
follow the agenda in the order it's there.
Oh, okay.
And that's not an amendment to change the order, that's not a problem.
Okay, perfect.
And you guys are okay with that?
Yeah.
Everybody's cool with that?
If you're not, too bad.
As long as her dad's
Yes,
here,
Lord.
she's gonna have to suffer.
No, walk down the street, back towards Lewiston, and come back and you'll see a door. Okay?
Between the garage.
Yep, walk between the garage and the building.
I talked to Joe about maybe getting some signs that we could put up, point towards.
Yeah,
I think we need our own
Walk
city
between
council
the garage.
swag too.
Okay.
And I should get one when I leave. I swear to God.
Brad, you sign in?
Pajamas.
Brad, you sign in, please.
I did.
I feel like we were just here.
Like 2 days ago. Todd's gonna buy a vacation home up here.
I know.
I should. Give me so I can breathe some free air.
Yeah. March 13th, 2025.
Oh, we also need to change that clock.
You said that 2 days ago.
I did. It's flat clock, it's still on.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it didn't jump forward with the rest of us.
We got a whole hour to go.
That's the way to set them, I read the directions.
Now you go backwards. You're not supposed to go backwards though.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. If everyone wants to rise for the pledge. Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Does everyone want to pass it around if you guys want to look at them or see them?
I need to make a motion to amend the agenda pursuant to Idaho Code Section 74-204 subsection C to approve the addition of agenda item number 3, executive session, and to add Reagan Grabner with Ag West as a discussion item to allow council to further discuss how donation funds would be utilized.
So I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor? Motion passes. That's good. You guys want to look at those? While they're looking at those, are you ready, Callie?
Yeah, my dad's bringing the papers. Should I stand?
Yep, go ahead and stand at the podium.
Okay.
Gotta be in the hot seat.
I can pull up the sheets on my phone, so.
Just make sure those
Oh, this is calling me. I think he might be lost.
Okay.
Hello? What? I can't understand you. I'm inside. So you can walk around to the back.
You should just stand out there.
Joe, you're at the floor, man. You gotta sign it.
Oh.
Really?
And excuse me, ma'am, you didn't do what you were asked.
I didn't.
Oh. Did you sign? Okay.
Okay, I'll make a motion real quick to accept the additional payables for the month of February.
Do I have a second? Been moved and seconded. All in favor? Motion passes. We need to keep the lights on for another month. Okay.
Okay, so I'll start with like what I'm doing. Oh, okay. Anybody wants an expense report? Yes, please. So this is for my senior project. I'm planning to design and build a staircase for the Kendrick softball field on like the west hill.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, because everybody walks up and down it and it's not very accessible. Thank you for people. And I'm going to pursue a career in landscaping, so that's really related to it. These are 2 expense reports for the project, because I will be requesting funds. I've talked with the garden club, and I think they're willing to contribute with like shrubs and the plant part of it, and the baseball association, but they're a nonprofit, so I was just gonna speak with you guys first and ask if you'd be willing to contribute any funds so that they don't have to pay for everything. So the first expense report is more expensive, but that's because of the blocks we're using. We went to Quality Concrete and talked to them about different options, and this option is more expensive, but it's more durable and has a wider step, so it'll be easier to walk on. It has the classic block with the Allen block on top of it, so yeah. It costs $3.91.51, and the second expense report has just a basic block, so it's smaller and not as durable as what they said, but it's less expensive. So, and then I'm also going to meet with Taylor Gravel and see if they'd be willing to donate a load. Otherwise, it would be around $200 because their kids have been in softball and stuff, so they might be willing to do that. And then the railing is the price. I have a quote from Gateway. This is confusing. I don't know. Oh, I guess. Do you want to help me with the railing part? Because they quoted us at $2,030 for just the railing. It is guaranteed to be very
What's the
safe
on both sides of the circuit?
and a nice railing, but we could also just buy the product and weld it ourselves. I don't know if you guys are prioritizing safety or not. I mean, it would still be a good railing, I'm sure, but.
Always prioritize.
Can you pass it around?
This is
So these two railings here, this is what they're saying is gonna cost $2,000 for that. Is this really powdered? It is. Wow.
I'm not sure, but they have to do all the cutting and molding.
Wow.
I would imagine for that price that we might be powder coating.
Is it on the description?
No.
I don't believe those would be powder coated. We'd have to paint those.
So the 2,000 would be on top of the 415 for the materials, or does the 2,000 include that?
It includes it.
So my question real quick is, are you asking us to pay for the whole thing? Are you asking for a certain amount? What is your thought?
If
Be
you're
honest.
willing to pay for the whole thing, that'd be amazing. Because,
I mean, are you willing to sweep some streets for us and wash some windows and?
I mean,
Have you also reached out to Kendrick, because I know
I've applied for the K 7, they have a grant, but
you
I
talked to
don't
their
think they don't
council?
have enough to cover the whole project. And they haven't got back to me on what they decided. They had a meeting about that.
Have you reached out to their council as well?
Yeah, I applied for the grant.
Oh, that's how they do it, as a grant, to their city council? City council?
Oh,
Not city council.
Not city council.
Because it's in Juliaetta, so I didn't do
Right.
But it does benefit,
Yeah.
that.
it is from that too.
I
And
do-
also I'm not sure would be Gary as well, since their kids play here.
Right. And I do have some inside information, because I was at that meeting for Baseball Association, so I know that they are willing to help. I don't know how to say what they were willing to pay, but, it is certainly doable, as far as their option, but I think we should contribute since it's our city and our baseball field, but.
I just also thought it'd be good practice for her to go talk to
Yeah,
their council.
the poor girl's bringing them along.
I know. You seriously are.
Getting her ready for a landscape.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure 2,000 for a railing might be a lot for
Right,
them, so.
we didn't really discuss the railing down there, but
Yeah.
the project in itself, so.
I think the stairs would be a good idea.
Yeah,
I think the stairs are
and safety,
amazing.
because I don't know if anybody has trans.
Oh, anytime you walk down there, it's
It's-
those rocks, yeah.
Well, and
it's
it also benefits Blackberry when everybody's
Oh,
down
yeah,
there. I mean, it
absolutely.
would be really nice.
So I
for
take
her.
it would be kind of like behind the batter, or like, where the batter's box
Behind
is.
home
I
plate,
think
yeah.
where
Behind home plate, yeah, that's
Kind
what
of
I meant.
slide down. And
Yeah, there's those
a
rocks.
path. People.
That's kind of where you guys are gonna put it.
So,
Questions?
I would just say raise as much money as you can, and it sounds like you have a lot of support here, so.
When do
Much
you
money
need
as
an
you can.
answer from us? I mean, it is an action item tonight, we need to make a decision.
I think I am waiting on you guys, maybe.
Oh, well, that's
because-
nice. Well, if you'd have been here Tuesday, we'd have had, no, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
That's bad.
What are your thoughts? Mark, do you have an opinion of what you want?
So I like, if you guys think we need it, I think it's
Oh,
great.
100%.
I think it's a great project. Are we voting on how much money to give tonight?
No.
So do we know,
What are our, where would it come from, what would we do, I mean, give us some
what the
options here.
budget.
Money lady.
Park.
So.
I just- I was trying to
know,
be
but
very
if I
funny.
may, I'm gonna help her out for just a quick
Just
second.
panic.
I know that usually some of these things come out of, I believe, capital outlay, and where it is for the park, and Justin, feel free to step in and help me out here, because I'm not 100%, I'm probably 90%. We could use some of the money designated for the
For the
park.
park.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So it would come out of our park maintenance fund, or whatever we have set aside for the park, and we could use some out of capital outlay, I believe would be how we would go about it.
What was that total for the railing again? 2,000 and,
And that's just for the railing?
$2,030.91.
okay, so $2,000.
But that would take off the 415 for materials,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
So then that would drop,
You're looking about $2,500 to complete the project if we did the lower one. And you have a couple other people that you're gonna ask for funding too from, correct?
Yeah, I'm probably only gonna get like $500 though, at the most.
Well, I was kinda thinking about making a motion for like 1,500. What do you think?
So can I just ask a question? So are we,
Yes.
we're not deciding, we're gonna option, we're just gonna give you money and you decide which option, or do you want us to decide which option? Because if we're gonna give you money, then you can, and you raise more money, then you might wanna go,
May I say something real quick?
yeah.
The cost she's giving you is just the bare cost for materials only. You guys are getting a staircase for cost of materials.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
You gotta realize that.
Right.
Even though it is a little more money, it's also a safety issue.
Oh, no, I have Allen block in for my retaining wall, that stuff is
So just
amazing.
remember that, this
Right.
is
Yeah.
probably the best handrail, the best system we can come up with.
Right, I
Safety-wise, it's
just
nice
wanted to give
see.
her the option, like, depending if, make sure that she has enough to, whatever the council decides, that we're leaving the option to her so that she does have
Absolutely.
enough money to do the
Choices.
expensive
That's all I
one.
had.
Yep, no.
Sir, you're a contractor, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you gonna be on site as it's being?
Yes, I'm gonna be helping them, sister.
That was my only question. Okay,
Um,
leave it up to you guys.
I think the first, the better quality step and everything, because we do get a lot of traffic
Oh,
and
yeah.
want it to last longer. I think the 1,500 or,
I think that gives her a chance to raise more with
Yeah.
the baseball association, maybe Kendrick, maybe Dairy, other
and then
things.
come back.
And then, yeah, and if you
When-
need help, come back.
If you don't mind me suggesting that you would have it up to 1,500, because if she raises 1,000, the city doesn't have to put in the 1,500.
Yeah.
So she knows you'll cover a gap up to 1,500 depending on what else she can raise.
Yeah.
And that gives her some real flexibility and also protects the city to be able to come in below that as well.
Yeah, you good with that, Mark?
Yes, I like
You good with
that.
that?
Yeah, and just my one question, and maybe it falls more on the dad. Do you need this check to go get the supplies? Or are you able to cover it and then come back and get, like, this is our final expenses and
Right, we should be able to be reimbursed with it.
you're willing to be reimbursed
Right.
versus if you check up front? Okay.
One thought on that, and I've seen it come up with another city, which is why I raise it. Once you're buying those materials, make sure they know it's for a city, so it's tax exempt.
Right, right.
Is 15 enough? I mean, I'd like to see the project
If
completed.
you wanna do it, we can do the whole thing, I'm good with that too.
I didn't see that.
I know. I do know the baseball association is willing, so I
Well,
don't
and
want
not
to,
to-
so it's like, do we pay it all and be like, this is
Well,
our
well,
project,
well,
or
like-
do you want her to split it?
Well, like what Todd said, if say that we up it to 2,000 and the total project is 500 and she gets more money, we're definitely gonna be doing our part to bridge the gap. So I think if you decide to up the gap, that still gives everybody else a chance to donate. That would just say that, okay, if she runs into problems, we've got her back up to that amount. Not that we're gonna pay that full amount. It gives everybody else a chance to donate, and she knows that we're supporting her up to that amount, so that's just my thoughts, but sorry.
And I'm not trying to be
That's basically what
to
they
you.
said
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Oh,
Up to, and we'll fill the gap, so I guess maybe if we wanna reach out and partner with them, if we wanna go halves, or what we wanna do.
Have you,
because that's
you have
basically
not
what-
approached the baseball association, or you did, you did.
They did not give her an
But
answer, right, she'd already left, so.
they, yeah.
Right. Same thing, go speak to everybody, come back, or we'll
Okay,
take,
well,
so.
I'll word it this way. What if I said, I'll make a motion, we'll split it with the baseball association up to $1,500.
I would just like the public to hear from you guys and you, please, like, on a scale of like 1 to 5, how important is this
Oh.
project?
Mark, I've been down there
yeah.
years.
important.
It is extremely important. There are so many people that park up on that top, and then they come down, and they either have to walk all the way down and then come back around, or they slide down that slope. I've been down there on an ambulance call for people. It's very, very important.
Well, in that
Safety-wise.
case, I wanna make sure we get it done, so I'm leaning toward maybe 2,000.
Okay? You good with that? Okay.
Okay, so
All right.
I'm just gonna interject one more thing. If we're gonna give 2 and you can get 2 from somebody else, see if they'll powder coat that fancy hand railing.
Well,
Maybe throw in a few upgrades.
and I would kind of like myself, because it is a senior project, and there are other cities that are involved with the baseball and softball down there, whether it's t-ball, all that stuff. I would like to see some of the other cities possibly pitch in a little bit, if they would. So that's kind of why I was down on the lower side of it, because I might have worked for it. I want to help you.
Get over your fear.
Yeah, but I want them to be involved in it too, to feel like,
I want us to pay as little as possible.
Yeah, we were on it, just went up $500.
Hey Callie, do you have an estimated start and finish date?
I was kind of waiting on the funds
Sure.
first because I couldn't really do anything yet.
Yeah.
So my goal is to be done by April 18th because that's when like the calendar is set for our class, our senior project class. So
Okay.
that's pretty much
And they
all
have-
I know right now.
But you do have until basically the end of the school year to get your project done, right?
No.
No.
Okay, no.
Because I have to do other stuff in the class after, so.
Well, I will make a motion to pay up to $2,000 to Callie for her senior project.
Do I have a second?
Can we amend that, instead of paying it to Callie, reimburse her?
Reimburse Callie, whatever. Yeah, I would need to reimburse her payment.
I second now that it's been fixed.
You already had your hand up.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor? Motion passes. Thank you.
I'm very excited to walk down those steps, Ms. Carter.
Thank
So-
you.
Nice
I
to
would just
You did
suggest
a good
then,
job.
like, your meeting with the valley, with the flower club, and then when's Kevin's meeting?
Next Tuesday.
So maybe, with your agenda,
You can still get on it.
you get on the agenda
Call tomorrow before noon.
and then meet with those people, and then you'll have your answer from everybody, and then you can start collecting the money or buy the material and then get reimbursed. Okay?
Nicely done.
Thank you. Okay, so we're on to
Our executive.
executive first, correct, Todd?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, make a motion to go into executive session pursuant to Idaho Code 74-2061F.
Do I have a second?
I'll second. Yeah, you guys are gonna go in there.
Oh.
You
Okay,
want
just
me
one.
to put this on all?